Hello, good evening, and welcome to Awaken with Ariel. This practice is best done in the evening right before bed to help you get a good night's rest. I want you to get your mat out and get any props that might help you in this process. Bring your hands to your heart. We're going to be starting with 1 Om, 3 Shanti, 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 or whatever serves you in this moment. Maybe Amen, Namaste, any chants, or just silence. Just to get you connected to yourself.
Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Bring an intention, a prayer for good night's rest. A beautiful practice. We're going to be starting in all fours with the knees below the hips, shoulders above the hands. Doing a cat-cow. Exhale, look up. Inhale, roll the back up. Really stretching and releasing here. Inhale. Exhale, push the hips out. Inhale, hips roll under, back bends, exhale. Now we're going to be doing just any movement that serves you right now, just releasing, letting go. You can follow my movement while I'm rolling on my knees, opening up my hips, very flow, like almost dance, like just to like let go. You know, anything with the day, anything with the kids, work. Just anything your body says, I want to bend this shoulder, I want to bend that shoulder, I want to bend this knee, I want to open up this hip. Just do that right now. Just do that. Beautiful. Now come back into child's pose and give me some deep breaths. Out the mouth. Let go. Let go anything that does not serve you. Anything that's coming into your awareness that you know can be dealt with another time. Another inhale. And exhale. Nice job. All right. We're going to be doing a rolling upward dog into child's pose. So just watch me closely. You slowly come down, letting the elbows bring you in. You inhale up into upward dog and you roll back. Doing a couple of these. So you roll up into all fours and you roll down to the ground. Look up and come back into seated. It's a rolling upward dog into child's pose. Inhale up, exhale back. Now inhale, bring the right foot between the hands. Inhale all the way up. Keep a straight right knee. Bring the hands to the top of the knee. Keep the hips squared. As little pressure on that back knee as you can, and just breathing into those hips. Deep breaths with me tonight. I want deep, deep breaths in the belly. Just letting go. Now push back. Put the hands onto the ground. Straight back as you can. Fold over that front leg, that front right leg. Move the hips, open it up. I'm sure you're tight from the day. Keep the back as straight as you can. And stretch over that leg. Now sit back on the foot if you can. If you cannot, that doesn't feel comfortable, please do not do that. Stay where we are before. Bend over that right foot, stretching out the hamstring in the back of the leg. Inhale back up. All the way, arms up. Hands onto the top of the knee again. Now we're going to be walking out that right foot to the end of the mat, to the side of your mat. If you see how mine is going right there, our whole body is on the inside of the leg, and you can drop down to the ground, opening up the hip, or I highly recommend just staying up right here, just really opening up that hip. The hips carry so much stress, trauma, pain, and we just don't give them enough love. Really breathing into that hip. Good job. You're doing so good. Inhale, bring the leg back and sit back into child's pose. Give me a couple of deep breaths here. Hands in forward or bring them back beside you, whatever serves you in this moment. Remember, I want you to listen to your body. Anything that doesn't feel good, please don't do it. We'll work on it. Inhale, bring the left foot forward between the legs. Same exercise as we did before. Breathe up. And you might be really tight here, and you might not be going as far as I am, and I don't want you to push that. I want this to be a light stretch before bed. Hands on the top of the knee, continuing to deep breathe. Really opening up those hips, opening up and stretching out that quad. Now push the leg back and fold over that left foot, stretching out the hamstring. Keeping those hips squared. And your back, and bending from the hips, keeping your back as straight as you can. Straighter than mine in this moment. Now sit back onto the foot if you'd like. If not, stay right where you're at. This is probably a very intense stretch. The hamstrings can be very, very tight. Remember your breath. The more we connect to our breath in this moment and in our practice, the more relaxed and present we will be, and sleep will become easier. Inhale forward, come back into that lunge. I want you to come back into lizard pose. So the left foot is going to go to the end of your mat, to the side, open it up, and come down beside it. You want your shoulder to be right next to your knee or your shin. You don't want it to be bowing out. Come up onto the hands and just really open up that hip. Stay with your breath here. The more we learn to breathe well in our practice, the more we learn to breathe well in our life. The way you are on your mat is the way you are in life. Now we're going to be coming up from all fours into downward dog. Don't worry, we won't be here long. So I want you to be lengthening from the hips, straightening the spine, pushing away from the mat with your hands. Walk your dog. Stay with the knees bent. Don't worry about the heels being on the ground. That's not necessary. Walk it out. Breathe, trying to get that stomach to the knees. And I want super deep breaths here. And just letting it out the mouth. Okay. Step between the hands and roll back, fall back, fall back. Rock and roll on the back. Really loosening up the back. Nice job. As many of these as you can with me. All right. Now we're going to be resituating ourselves on the mat, bringing the right foot in, the right knee to the right shoulder, roll out that hip, bring it in and out, and stretching it open. Now bring it up to the right shoulder, opening up the hip and holding the knee with the right hand and pulling it up. Now cross it over the body. I don't want your right shoulder to lift off the ground. I want the right hand to be extended. You look towards that right hand and you pull the right knee over the body, stretching up the glute, the hips, and the lower back. This is such a helpful posture. Beautiful. Breathe with me. Now stretch up the feet. Make a 4 with the right foot in on top of the left knee. Bring the hands through that 4. Grab behind the left knee and pull forward, stretching out the glute even further. Seated pigeon. Remember what I said about the hips? We're really focusing on the hips in this. If we can let go of what's in there, we can sleep better. Stretch out the legs. Now bring the left foot in. We're going to do the same thing. Bring the left knee to left shoulder. Open it up. Roll open that hip. Nice job. Now roll it open to the left and pull it up to the left shoulder. You can roll out that ankle if you like. Keeping the lower back on the ground as well as the shoulders on the ground through this whole thing. Not lifting up in any areas. Now we're going to open up that left leg, pull with the right knee, keep the left shoulder on the ground, keep the left upper back on the ground, and just opening up and stretching out the glute. Beautiful. Beautiful. Really breathe into that hip and that lower back, opening up that whole area. Now cross over the left over the right knee and pull that right knee in by putting the hands through the legs and pulling on it. Keeping the lower back on the ground, just pulling lightly with the glute. Letting go, letting go. You're doing such a beautiful thing for yourself right now. Giving yourself time, giving your body love. So underappreciated, the body. It does so much for us. Twisting out that foot if you like. All right. Now we're going to be going into Happy Baby. You can watch me here. You can hold on to the ankles. I want the butt to stay on the ground, the hips to go towards the ground as you're pulling the feet to the right and left of you. You can put your fingers through the toes or on the feet or on the ankles and roll right to left. Right to left. Really massaging out the lower back, opening up the buttocks. In these areas, we really don't open them up very often. Feels so good on the lower back. Nice job. Now we're going to roll back up again, slowly roll up into seated and into easy pose, which is just crisscross applesauce. And you can put something underneath your butt to keep your spine straight, or you can sit in a chair, sit on the couch, get anything to keep you stable and comfortable. I want your right hand to the right body, and I want you to open up the side body of the left side body. Opening it up. This gives us so much space here in the side of the body. Breathing and stretching, open that side area into the hips, into the hands. Next side, left hand down. You can, the forearm doesn't have to be completely on the ground, just the hand if you'd like, but you just want a full stretch in that side, not overdoing it again. Opening up that area. This feels so good for me. Now we're going to be stretching out the neck. So I want you to put your left hand on top of your head, on your right ear, and slightly pull as you stretch out the right fingers. You'll feel like a kind of an electric energy through this. It's just like slightly pulling. And I just want you to be very gentle here. Opening up the neck, stretching that out. Next side. Stomach tucked in. If you are seated, your feet are completely on the ground. You want to make sure your posture is really good for this so you do not hurt yourself. The neck is so tender and gentle. Now we're going to prepare for eagle arms, which you're right underneath the left, and twirl them up. Your hands don't have to touch, but just a slight pull here. Stay here. As you lower the shoulders down, you lift the elbows up, and it just opens up the upper back. And you can even bend forward, opening it up further. Look up, move around a bit, but don't do anything that doesn't feel right. I know this might be kind of intense. Next arm, left under the right, wrapping up the forearm. Lowering the shoulders as you're lifting the elbows. You don't want the shoulders to be up at your ears. Fold forward if you like. I like this sometimes. It just really opens it up. Bowing to myself, loving myself. Beautiful. And I hope you have not forgot your breath. Inhale, open. Now neck rolls, slight neck rolls, like you're painting a circle with your nose on the wall in front of you. You do not have to overdo this. Very simple movement here. Now switch sides. Whatever side you started with was perfect. Beautiful job. Let go. You did such a good job with this practice. Now we're going to be doing some deep belly breathing. I want your left hand on your heart, your right hand on your stomach, and I want you to feel the expansion of your breath from your stomach into your right hand. And just breathe with me here. If you feel yourself starting to breathe in the chest, that's okay. Just remind yourself you can breathe from your belly. I don't know if you do know this, but this is our natural state of breathing. The more we breathe from our belly, the more we are connecting with our parasympathetic nervous system, which brings us peace and calm. The more we breathe from our chest, we're connecting with our sympathetic nervous system, which is more connected to the limbic system and the fight or flight. Any moment in life, in your day, or at night when you're trying to fall asleep, you feel that you are breathing from your chest, you can always choose to breathe from your belly. And you can always choose to breathe deeper. Now we're going to be getting onto our back and in Savasana. I want you to prepare for a small meditation with me here. I want you to release your body completely into the ground and trust that Mother Earth can hold you. Bring your awareness into your toes, into your feet, and let them go. Bring your awareness into your ankles, into your calves, into your knees, and into your legs. Fill them with awareness and love from the inside out. Bring your awareness into your groin and your reproductive organs and into your hips. Let them open and let them go. Bring your awareness into your stomach. Feel all that you hold here. You can let it go in this moment. There are many moments in life where we have to be doing a lot, worrying a lot. But right now is not one of them. Bring your awareness into your ribs and into your chest. The chest holds so much fear, pain, happiness. But in this moment, we can let that go. Bring your awareness into your shoulders and into your upper arms and into your forearms and your hands. Bring your awareness into your head. Release your jaw, your throat, your eyes, and your head. I want you to stay here for as long as you need. No one needs you right now, but you need yourself. Thank you, and sleep well.